163 days after the supposed one and only time. Oh! Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Caught red-handed. Yeah, exactly, Steve. None of this had to happen. Literally just go, look, I did some for shock value, my bad, won't happen again. If NuxTaku had just been honest about this, I don't think that this would have been an issue. I don't think this would have been as big a thing. I just think no one would have cared beyond the initial point, you know? Agent N is still in operation. He's still engaging in full autismo mode against NuxTaku. On July 30th, 2024, while defending himself from accusations of associating with Shadman, NuxTaku retaliated to criticism from Keemstar by pointing out that Keemstar invited Belle Delphine to parties despite her collaborating with Shadman in mega viral comics.
Keemstar invited Belle Delphine to parties. After bringing up to Keem why he didn't expect a Belle Delphine apology, Keem's response was, actually, I had no idea that Belle Delphine had any involvement with the cartoon CP artist because I don't follow her content. So yeah, she definitely owes me an apology. But I do remember you supporting the CP artist! Get on the cancel train, baby! You didn't know that Belle Delphine was remotely related to Shadman. In my opinion, is probably cap. But I am willing to take the benefit of the doubt. There's no evidence either way, innocent until proven guilty. I am willing to take the benefit of the doubt and assume that you really did not know. Even though Belle Delphine cosplayed Shadman a lot, all the time. They were collabing together. They crossed.
I mean, a lot all the time. How does he know that, for starters? And also, I mean, I know there's one image of her doing a Shadman thing a while ago. I don't know. I don't know the extent of it.
Promoted. Shadman had entire series of hentai comics with Belle Delphine as the main character of those hentai series, and every single one of them went mega viral over the years. I don't know how anyone could possibly not know. They were like both peak degenerates on the internet at that time, constantly cross-promoting.
Well, by this logic, shouldn't you have known everything about them and therefore not associated with them or wanted to bring them on for a conversation? How the fuck does he know so much about this? So he did know. He did know more than he wants to let on. I wager. God, Nicandros is fucking... Nicandros is just... This is obscene levels of autism hitherto unseen. This is crazy. Keemstar claimed to not know about these collaborations, and NuxTaku gave him the benefit of the doubt for not knowing about these mega viral comics between Shadman and Belle Delphine. According to Nux, there's no possible way Keemstar couldn't have known, which obviously we just went over. NuxTaku's retaliation boils down to your conquest against a pedophile who drew porn of your daughter is not perfect, but because NuxTaku is NuxTaku, his finger waggle at Keemstar only hurt himself. Okay, what is this? Now, before we proceed, NuxTaku's story is that he used Shadman art in a thumbnail only once by accident in a video from November 3rd, 2020. Game of Thrones hentai has gone too far. He did so by accident and took it down ASAP.
I'll just do this one first. So I did use Shadman art in a thumbnail once. I made a video talked about fucking awful Game of Thrones, cursed Game of Thrones memes. One of the cursed Game of Thrones memes that popped up when I looked up fucking cursed Game of Thrones fucked up shit on Google Images was a Shadman art, and I didn't even know it was a Shadman art when I used it.
Okay, I mean, that sounds like cap right there. Really? You search for cursed Game of Thrones and a Shadman image popped up? I'm a bit skeptical about that straight away, but anyway.
I got comments saying I recognize the Shadman art, etc., etc., and I changed the art.
Like, Shadman had a reputation amongst retards on the internet. But it wasn't like he was like a broad figure. I mean, if he was, he would have been completely and utterly torn to shreds. I mean, there's no way that the broader internet would have supported him. Or the broader perspective would have supported him, because he was a total freak.
Not last week to avoid drama. Not yesterday so I could have a Zynga response video and make an apology. No apologies. I changed the art 2 to 3 years ago. I don't know how you could look up that this is a fact, but you'll notice any screenshots of that video that you find with the actual Shadman art is like 15 minutes after the video was posted. You're not going to find any from later than that because I changed it right when I figured out it was Shadman. I'll just do this one.
Okay. So we're setting it up. Yeah, I know that the 2-week thing. I'm sure he's going to explain it here. Wayback Machine archives show that a video from May 5th, 2021 used Shadman artwork in its thumbnail. 163 days after the supposed one and only time. Oh! Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Caught red-handed. Oof. God, this guy is just a fucking liar, dude. It's crazy how much this guy lies about stuff. He just thinks that no one's going to bother to check, or there's no way to check. But unfortunately, Agent N is fucking locked in. That's pretty crazy. Anyway, the thumbnail originates from one of the Belle Delphine comics drawn by Shadman. The same comics that NuxTaku claimed Keemstar must have been aware of. How could he not have known about a porn comic on the internet? NuxTaku did. Right, I see. That's interesting. So yeah, exactly like we're saying. Well, how do you know about it? Well, it's pretty obvious that you knew about it because you had seen it and were into that kind of shit, right? I mean, come on. I mean, what is this? What is it though? Is it like porno underage shit, or is it adults? Because I genuinely do not give two fucks about adults. Twitch, Belle Delphine, Nico Lowell, Shadman. Okay. Anyway. The point is a dishonesty, in any case. It's Belle, and the fact that it's associated with the Shadman character, right? And it's dishonest, and it presents the image that you knew more about Shadman than you've let on. I mean, there's that old clip of him talking about Shadman and going that the only reason I know about this character is because of the Shadman art, more or less is what he's saying in that clip. So he clearly has got a lot of knowledge about this guy. Belle is kind of pedo bait. I mean, Belle Delphine is an adult, right? There was one image that I saw that was quite alarming, and it was her with like a Toy Story top on or something like that. And that was like a bit weird. You know, I mean, but the problem I've always got is if you're looking at an adult, and I mean, what can you really say? It's a fucking adult at the end of the day, you know, even if it's like presented in a weird way. It's like if your missus sticks a schoolgirl outfit on, are you a pedophile for finding her attractive? I think that's absurd. Do you know what I mean? I don't think that's necessarily... Kinda, yeah. You guys are deranged. You guys are like deranged. Like, that's not pedophilic. They're a fucking adult, okay? You're taking it too far, right? For me, it's about an arousal from a drawing. A drawing of a child, or an image of a child, or something to do with a child. CP roleplay. So you guys, this is the derangement. This is the fucking derangement shit. It's very creepy. Okay, we don't need to fucking go around the houses on this. If you think that, that's fine. Alright? I don't care about fucking... two adults and they're doing a fucking some sort of role play shit like that. That doesn't really, I don't really care about that, right? But if it's to do with a child and you're getting aroused by the child, that's the issue. That's the problem. But that being said, I do think there's some Belle Delphine stuff which is clearly pedo bait. It's obvious fucking pedo bait shit, right? So yeah, I think there's you know there's a nuance to some of this shit. That being said, anything involving a child, obviously, if you're aroused by that, you're some sort of pedo. I think that's undeniable. Anyway, continuing on. The Wayback Machine is not 100% reliable, but NuxTaku's own channel contains footage of the Shadman thumbnail being upon NuxTaku's second channel. Okay. We got it there 5 days ago, that looks like. Comparing the order of the videos, the video which used to have the Shadman thumbnail on it is the exact same position in the order. Some nails have been changed by NuxTaku later. Okay. That's the video there. Oh, and he's just pointing out where the videos lie, right? I mean, what is... what the fuck is this one? My chat is mildly infuriated. What is that? What the fuck is that? Is that him as well? Is that him kissing a lolly? What the fuck? Okay, dude. Bizarre. Very bizarre. The video, the ultimate stream fail, which was earlier known as never live stream with your parents, still has several comments claiming the thumbnail to be Shadman art. For those wondering, the thumbnail before it changes comes from Shadman. Shadman, one of Shad's best works, IMO. Shadman thumbnail nice. Jesus. Jesus Christ, dude. And just in case it wasn't solidified beyond any doubt that NuxTaku was knowingly using Shadman artwork in his thumbnails months after the first and only time on accident, NuxTaku hearted some of the comments pointing out that he used Shadman art in the thumbnail. Right. So the bigger picture here is this idea that NuxTaku is acting like he had no idea about Shadman. But there's lots of evidence now that's suggesting that he actually did know a lot about Shadman. So he's been lying about the level to which he knew about Shadman. Oh. Not good. Not good, Nux. Not good. I mean, obviously, on the basis of what we've seen, I've seen enough to criticize him accordingly with what we know. But this is like just adding more fuel to the fire, essentially. What was it that comment said? NuxTaku is a principleless liar. And Mutahar defended him. Nux is trying to save his career. Of course he's lying about literally everything. Okay. I mean, that's just a retarded point, isn't it? Would you make that point about someone that's, like, say, committed an actual crime? Oh yeah, they've scrubbed the floor and stuffed the body in a suitcase and shoved it in the river. But he's fighting for his life. Of course he's going to do that. Right? Like, it's absurd when someone is engaged in a criticizable act or a bad act that they lie about it to cover that up. That's absurd. To act like that's just what they're going to do. It's just a way of avoiding actually criticizing the behavior. Okay. NuxTaku is a little delete goblin, so the footage is probably some of the last you'll see of this video page.
Oh my god. He's back, dude.
Yeah, exactly, Steve. None of this had to happen. Literally just go, look, I did some fucked shit for shock value. My bad, won't happen again. If NuxTaku had just been honest about this, I don't think that this would have been an issue. I don't think this would have been as big a thing. I just think no one would have cared beyond the initial point, you know?
I'm going to tell you something you're actually going to flip out. I'm making fun of dads. My dad just called me. That's why my video...
Oh, so it's just to show the video's real. Okay. NuxTaku coincidentally used the video to defend himself from accusations of wanting to platform Shadman by saying he was going to confront him like he did a Daily Dose of Internet. How ironic.
...that are sponsoring my channel, and I really appreciate them. And remember...
And it's there. Yeah, Ricky Berwick apologised and that was the end of it. Okay, so it's just showing that it's real and the screenshot is there. The thing. Can we get ordinary gamers' thoughts on this? Ooh. That's terrible. That is rough. That, ladies and gentlemen, is rough. Good thread. Good thread. Good thread. Bro, tanking your credibility, attaching yourself to this fucking freak is just crazy behavior. Berwick is one of those Dead Space enemies. Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, this is the big problem. Because, like, lying in your personal life, what are you going to do, man? It is annoying, isn't it? Nothing's going to happen. Look at the fella. Who's he going to abuse? What, NuxTaku? Can you ask Nigandros when we should be expecting NuxTaku lied by part 526B? I mean, dude, I don't know. It's just a funny thread to go over for, you know, more. Dudes, God, you are such a hater. All you do is hate. Oh, Ricky Berwick. Okay, got it. I see what you mean. You know, it's a credibility issue, right? If someone in their personal life, like someone that isn't even on the internet, isn't involved in this sort of stuff, tells a little white lie to cover up some minor thing they've done, right? Who fucking cares? This is a credibility issue. And if demonstrably someone has lied like this to cover themselves, well, what else are they going to be willing to lie about? It's a massive detriment to their credibility if they are willing to lie about something like this, when the truth would be painful in the short term, and then they could move forward. He will keep lying and no one will care. Well, yeah, sure. Bro. It is true that this is one good piece of work. This is best work.
Twitch thoughts giving teens bloody no sleeping. On stream still pulling views, cleavage on wherever I turn, but I watch for the plot. Typing with one hand on the key, streamers talking birds and the bees. You watch for personality, donate and simp for me. So you're a Twitch thought, nasty greedy witch thought, tier 3 grabbing bitch thought, pimping out your sim thought. I'm the Chad type,
I'm on NuxTaku side now.
Mad type, Monka is mad lad type, epic clapping rat type. Twitch is hentai. Duh.
Isn't it crazy that he made this video with what he's done? Holy fuck, dude.
Twitch is hentai. Pimping out all your devotees.
Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, tell you what, this is the best one. The best one is this. This is what you want. Bit more current day, bit more topical for the channel.
Check marks protected by who knows slipping, about to get exposed, creeping into the chats of those kids. Boy, you're criminal.
Where is Craig Beckett?
Abusing all of those under you, scamming them for a buck or two.
Come back to the light, Craig Beckett.
Them to buy all your news online, so typical. So you're the scum guy, like to fuck the kids guy, abuse your mental health guy, takes away so bad guy. I'm the rage type.
I know what happened actually.
Facts type, make your fan base mad type, make click your DMs type, but I'm the bad guy. Okay.
Anyway, this guy apparently like got exposed for, what was it? It was to do with this person. Ambrose? Is that right? This was someone that was involved in the Mama Max stuff. I think they were an ex of Mama Max or something. And I think that she'd sent nudes or lewds when she was 17 to him or something along those lines. And it led to him getting cancelled. Is that correct? He was the bad guy for a reason. Chud, you would have thought Craig Beckett was annoying. He's always whining about Augie. Yeah, obviously, maybe there's a few details I'm not quite bagged, but more or less the broad thrust is there, isn't it? Wait, what? He sent her a cum tribute, like jizzed on his iPad. There's no way that's true. Wait, what? That is insane. Anyway, you got to be careful with these commentary women. It's why I was so resistant to the kinetic Kel stuff.